Hello and welcome to DC Craze, the Hitchhiker's Guide to Comic Books. And today we're doing the second episode of DC Craze that's not an origin or a top 10. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to share it and subscribe. If you share, even more people will subscribe and the videos will keep rolling in with more and more support. But just another thing I want to mention, I've noticed that the watch time on some of my more recent videos has been pretty bad, and especially on the origin ones. And I think the reason for that is that they're a little long and people don't have time to spend like 7 minutes on an origin. So my new idea is to do minute origins, and these are just origins of an entire character, simplified into 1 minute. So you guys can only have to spend 1 minute. I mean, you're already halfway there to finishing a minute origin right now. So, half of that, don't worry, there'll still be the normal 7-minute origins for the more complex characters. There'll still be top 10s and more videos like this one, but I will do minute origins for those who just want to see a quick origin. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to share it and subscribe if you like it. Sharing is how this channel will grow. And without further ado, let's get into what is Dark Horse Comics. So, Dark Horse Comics is a publishing company like DC and Marvel. They're both publishing companies, essentially. So, Dark Horse is a publishing company that was founded in 1986. So, it's fairly recent. I mean, DC goes back to the 1950s, 1960s. So this is fairly recent compared to the other ones. It was founded by Mike Richardson in Oregon, and he wanted to create, quote, an ideal atmosphere for creative professionals. So pretty much almost anyone can create comics for Dark Horse, but they may not accept them, of course. It's still a publishing company. They're going to turn people down. They publish both comic books and different types of manga. Or manga, however you want to say it. And Dark Horse has a huge array of different mishmash comic books. They're not all specific like DC, all superheroes, and in the same universe. It's just a lot of different comics. The first Dark Horse comics were Dark Horse Presents and Boris the Bear. So, further proving that it is a little bit of a mishmash kind of thing. I mean, you can go from Batman to Boris the Bear, so. The most popular published book by Dark Horse is actually Sin City, which you are seeing a picture of on the screen right now. And they say, quote, it has become a token comic to the publishing house, unquote. So, it is a very, very popular and good book, and I recommend you guys would read it. Some of their more popular titles are The Mask, which you guys gotta know. That's a classic movie. And just another proof that some Dark Horse comics have become movies. And a very, very, very good example of that is The Mask. Because, everyone's seen The Mask. And it is, I don't know if you knew, but a Dark Horse comic. And again, Sin City, which is actually their most popular comic. Another popular title is Predators vs. Aliens, which is another one you guys should know. It's also a very, very popular movie. And again, if you didn't know, it is actually Dark Horse Comics. So they have not one but 2 movies, at least, that were originally comic books by Dark Horse. So that's pretty cool. There is also a DC and Dark Horse crossover, which is Batman vs. Predator. I think that's the name. But yeah, so Dark Horse has a name for itself. It's even done crossovers with other comic publishing companies. So I think that's pretty awesome. There's Batman vs. Predator. So I'm definitely going to read that one. And just in case you guys didn't know, the Dark Horse comics, all their comics that are published are not all in the same universe. They actually, a lot of them take place in different universes separate from each other. So it's a little different from Marvel and DC, because a lot of Marvel and DC comics, except for the Star Wars ones, take place in the same universe. Whereas Dark Horse, most of their comics are separate from each other. So you won't see the Mask and the Aliens and Predators together, unless there's some weird crossover. But that'll be like a whole other universe on its own. So it's all separate. And another one is RoboCop, which is another one you guys should definitely know, because RoboCop is very popular. And RoboCop is actually Dark Horse Comics. So Dark Horse has 3 movies, at least, that have originated from comic books, or that movies that have become comic books that are now owned by Dark Horse. So they've got definitely a pretty shining past, and hopefully a shining future as well. And that just about concludes our video on Dark Horse Comics. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys go and check out Dark Horse Comics, take a look at it for yourselves. Maybe you'll like it more than DC and Marvel combined. Who knows? They're very cool, and hopefully you guys have learned a little more about it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a share, a like, and don't forget to check out Dark Horse Comics. I'll leave a link in the description. Sorry. And I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to share.